Welcome to this first ever Small Business Saturday here in Southampton. I don't know how many of you know much about Small Business Saturday. It started off in America. It's been running for a few years, and this year is the first year it's come across to Britain. So groups all around and cities all around the UK are celebrating Small Business Saturday and celebrating the input and the value that small local businesses make to the economy.
We as councillors, and there isn't any political difference, all desperately trying to work to bring in good high wage income into the city. And this event this morning is a way of bringing small businesses into the city. But there's lots of things here to do to help people start up a business, how to develop things, and I ask people to walk around and have a good look.
It's the opportunity just to say there are lots of small businesses, literally thousands and thousands of them within this city, and they don't get enough press, they don't get all the attention. All we hear about is large corporates, whether it's good things or bad things, but what we need to hear more about are small businesses.
We are here to help new people start businesses.
Well, this is our first meeting with the FSB. We're just putting the feelers out for the hope that we might be thinking in a couple of years to start up a business, so very interested to...
It's a good place to start.
Yeah, good place to start.
The Federation is nationwide, and we are just part of the Southampton branch, or Central South Hampshire branch, which we call it now. So we have 1,500 members in Southampton.
We are now the largest organisation for business in Europe. We have 200,000 companies in the Federation. We have our own bank. It's a one-stop shop. It's a package. And once you've paid your membership fee, it is free. So if you need to talk to a lawyer, you can phone a lawyer. If I had trouble now, if I had any questions I wanted to talk to a lawyer, I can phone up now. I know it's Saturday. All the other lawyers in Southampton have all gone home for the weekend. We're still there. Mike Cherry is over in China talking to the Chinese, and in fact you may have seen, some of you, that he was introduced to the Chinese Trade Minister the other night, and he responded with the words, "I'm here to represent 200,000 small businesses in the UK." Whatever town you're in, the centre of business in that town is the FSB. Have a look for the sign. Contact your local members around there. You've got friends everywhere.
I really need some advice on getting started and getting myself out there and getting my business going. And as this was a free event and is very local to me, I thought it would be good to meet some of the Southampton business community.
It's all about developing an idea from the first thought to making it a successful ongoing business.
If you use 3D printing, you're going to make something which you might be willing to sell. And if you're willing to sell it, how do you do it?
You need a lot of guidance, you have to understand the pitfalls of running a business.
For lots of people, running their own small business can be very scary, they can be terrified of starting up, but bringing them here together, meeting with other people who have already done it, getting them to network, to hear from experts, they can see how achievable it is, and it might be something they want to do and something they can really enjoy doing as well.
So what is a pop-up? Well, it's a temporary appearance of an organisation for either retailing or marketing activity, and it's usually found today in empty shops. And the most well-known of these is obviously the Christmas shop, which has been going for decades. It can be used for marketing campaigns or a product launch. I'm a director of Solar Business Growth Network, which we set up last year to support startups and small businesses. I have my own business, web design and social media, called Work Smarter. But the great thing about SBGN is we're a cluster of businesses that come together to help startups.
If your company actually is within the Southampton postcodes, that's SO14 to SO19, and has been started just after April 2012, you can apply for a free chamber membership, which offers a lot of benefits, from free networking to free listing in our magazine.
I just wanted to find out what help they give people, how they give the help.
Well, we give people help in many forms. First, we start with this pack that offers information about how to get funding, how to get funding, and basically describes the scheme here. And then, for more information and to talk any type of business matters, from writing a business plan to getting HR help, we have an information manager, and the phone number is here.
One of the main reasons I started my own business is because that I wasn't finding opportunities to work in a way that I could be creative, and for me, creativity makes all of the hard work worth it.
I'm representing Enterprise First. Our sole aim is to try and make sure you stand the best chance of success with your new business. If you've got a good idea, it's handy to have somebody else look at your plan and say, yeah, well done, you've done it right, pat on the back and let's get going.
So far it's been quite an eye-opener. I can see so many creative ideas. There's pop-up shops here which are incredible, really investing in fair trade things and homegrown things as well, which is really cool.
A lot of people in the city don't know what small businesses do.
There are something like 90% of businesses in this country are actually small businesses that employ less than 5 people.
One person has 1 minute to talk about their business to the other people in their group. When you hear the bells go again, you shut up. And the other people in the group ask you questions about your business. So the more interesting you can make yourself sound, the better the questions will be. 1 minute, off you go.
Okay, my name is Peder, and I work at Avon International, and I make people look good and feel good.
I'm Val Down from Acton Business Solutions, here at Small Business Saturday to run a speed networking event.
I've been coaching for 10 years and I've been doing strength and growth.
Okay, questions about first.
You are running their own business and your service is to help them develop their strengths.
It's a bit like speed dating, but you don't get to take them home. So for this one, people explain a little bit about their business, what their vision is, what they're looking for, what customers they would like. They explain it in detail to a few other people in their group, and those people then get a much better picture of how they can help. Hopefully, they become the salesman for that business.
Like school children can come and I can teach them horticultural therapy and they can use that as part of the school curriculum.
We're very, very reserved in Great Britain, but this way everybody gets chatting, everyone gets talking, and we break down those barriers.
With the lady.
Myself, at the moment, I'm looking to grow, so to take on staff in the next year.
It launched in February. I can't wait. So far we've got like 60,000 people in the whole of the UK.
It's great for small businesses because it gives them the opportunity to really hone what their mission is, what their vision is for their own business, explain it to others, and actually get more business. I get all my business through networking.
Lots of people run small businesses out of their home, whether it's from a room at the back of the house or a shed that's been converted, and we never see those kind of people. You walk past their house and you'd never know that there's a flourishing business being run out of that. And what we want to do as part of this is bring those people here together, because not only do they not know that people don't know that they exist, they don't know that 3 doors down from them, someone else is running a business as well. And we want to be able to say to them, actually there's lots of you around, and the more that you can meet up with other people, the more successful you can be, and the more you can enjoy it as well.
We're going to start with where crowdfunding actually comes from, which is crowdsourcing. So we're going to look at crowdsourcing, then we're going to move into crowdfunding itself. And really these are the areas that we're going to cover today, which is the background. We're going to look at the roses and thorns, because there's a lot of positive media coverage at the moment with crowdfunding. No matter how you look at crowdfunding in terms of the number of platforms, number of users, the volume of money that's coming through, the number of products that are being funded, it's all growth. It's all really, really positive.
So this particular LEP has secured a substantial amount of funding, 13 million to date. So we have several funds under that kind of total 13 million. One I'm going to focus on obviously is called Bridging the Gap. And this is specifically focused on supporting small businesses, SMEs like yourselves or your clients, who might want to start up or expand their business.
I'm here today because I'm doing a journalism package on a national story to do with Nick Clegg investing in the British Business Bank. And currently today there is an event going on small businesses. So I can foresee that small businesses will be affected by this national story, and a lot of the people here today are really excited about the news, and I wanted to get a bit more feedback from them about where they see their businesses going.
So this is very much one-to-one, very much hones your skills on what to say to somebody to make a good first impression and to get him to understand your business.
I'll come again and I will speak to some of the other people later. Excellent.
Getting some useful contacts.
Yeah, it's really good opportunity.
It's very good actually, meeting new people, getting new contacts and getting new ideas.
It gets them to understand what they're about and how they can best sell themselves to people out there who want to buy their services or their business.
The best known technology of this coming revolution is currently 3D printing.
Totton College met with two organisations. One was James Hardiman from Fab Labs UK.
Now we stand at the beginning of another new age, when the machine that sits in the corner of the office isn't just able to print out text neatly, it can print out or manufacture objects, things as well.
Wouldn't it be good to have a local college actually involved in developing this new technology?
Now there are machines that allow you to make things, which allow you to iterate your design and to look as though you got it right first time. And these machines are coming down in price. Just the other day I saw a tiny crowd-funded 3D printer for $100.
It embraces Totton College's culture very much, an ethos about being open and being inclusive, so bringing as many people in as possible.
This is the beginning of the personal manufacturing revolution. Desktop 3D printers, desktop computer-controlled laser cutters and milling machines, desktop 3D scanners, and all of these functions rolled into one desktop box.
And we've got an Ultimaker challenge for the two teams of students, and they're going to try and put together two of the machines which you're seeing here today.
Yes, the entire college got a chance. Everyone in the college got emailed about it. Yeah. And it was just first come, first serve.
In this group, you'll find mainly electronics students, video game developing students.
And it's very much in line with the emerging create and share manufacturing culture which is going on all around the globe. And so we've got our partners in this, which are Ultimaker Limited, who are the manufacturers of these machines.
What we're doing at the moment is printing off display models to show members of the public of what 3D printing can do. At this moment in time in this machine here, I'm printing off just a simple Christmas tree to hang up there, and it's got the Totton College logo on because they said they wanted something with a little bit of advertising for them. As you can see here, you've already filmed it, you've got the Buddha here. And I made a trophy, which is made into 3 parts, which I just connected together.
They are offering the machines up today for us so that we can then bring those back into the college so we can use them for obviously our learners, but also for the wider community and also for employers.
We're just making the extrusion head for the 3D printer. Yeah. We're one of the 3 teams working on this particular model, and we got 3 more teams over there.
You can think of a Fab Lab as being a 21st century bloke's shed, except the equipment is much cooler and there are as many women as men. And it's a place as much, if not more so, for artists as it is for engineers. A place where almost anyone can make almost anything.
You've got to read a lot and make sure you've got every step precise, because we've got like the cables at the wrong slot at one point, and you've got to be perfect. And then we've got one more piece, and then we've got to put it all together. So
there should be about 6 sections all being constructed at the end.
It's going really well. We've got 14 students here today who, as you can see, are really eagerly embracing this. They're enjoying the experience, and hopefully one of them will walk away with the Ultimaker challenge.
Building a 3D printer is a lot of hassle, but a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not that far. We got the Buddha, so I think we are the real winners. Yeah, exactly.
And the winners today are Totton College overall, because we've got two Ultimaker machines. But the winners on this exercise were the blue team.
Blue team! So any small business that's got an idea and they want to print off a design, develop that so that they can then take to a board meeting or take to the manufacturer and say, look, this is my prototype, this is my demo model, is this possible and viable to build?
I want to go into video games development, so for console models and such, where they throw in mini statuettes, they can literally transfer a 3D model from the game files into a statue and just market those, which would speed up the production of those.
There are 3D printers that can print an entire street of houses in one go, extruding concrete from a giant gantry. There are 3D printers that can print human organs. They print clothes and shoes. I was at a fashion show of 3D printed clothes in London recently.
If you've got a printer or some kind of hardware that's broken down, you phone up the manufacturer and say, hi, can I have this replacement piece for this machine that's broken down? And they might say, actually, that model's now obsolete. We no longer do that. You might have to then buy the next upgrade. But if you've got a 3D printer, that's a thing of the past.
We can print knickknacks, product prototypes, engineering bits and pieces, and Christmas decorations.
I think for us, the fact that people have turned up and they've been supportive has been a great success. And that's the first thing we wanted to do, to get people in through the door to come and see what's going on.
Collaborating is the way forward. A lot of organisations tend to work on their own and, not fighting, but I think, what we've done today is we've brought them all in one place and said, right, this is what we can do.
And hopefully out of today, there'll be some people who go, actually, I can do this, and they'll be starting their business over the next weeks and months.
So I like to generate ideas, and I would happily work with somebody.
Get the public to realise that actually you could do this.
So that next year when we run it, there'll be twice as many people who are already running a business.
I've met some really interesting people, I've heard some really interesting talks, and hopefully I've even made a couple of business connections.
It's been very useful. I've got a lot of contacts.
This is just the start for us.
It's a voluntary effort, and I thoroughly applaud David Vane and all his team for putting it together.
I'm overwhelmed.
It's very helpful, thank you.